Okay, so I'd love to introduce this book to you, written by me, David Black Jr. Awaken Spiritually in 3, 2, 1. That is what we would call a hypnotic suggestion. And so it's a kind of a play on a metaphor that in reading this book, it's going to help gently awaken, right here, gently dissolve the mass hypnosis. So we want you to, in this book, it's a workbook for maturing spiritually. It's not just a book. It's not just a workbook. It's actually an experiential challenge book because it's going to help you to tune in, power up, and overcome. There are many different layers to this book. It took me about 3 to 4 years to write. And even then after it was written, it's taken me a couple years to have the courage to put it out there. And so I'm inviting people here to read it for the first time. Just read it. But when you really are wanting to apply the power of the workbook, is to then go through it at different layers and with different perspectives. For example, the second time that you go through it as if you're the editor and get out your red marking pen and mark it all up. Anything you find that's wrong with the sentence structure, commas, whatever is a mistake, write it up, write notes in the margins, and just be the editor. Next time you go through the book, become a journalist. Get out your journal and write and ask questions and have answers that are in your journal. Third time you go through it, pretend as if you're a student and pretend as if every single word in this ebook is 100% truthful. And then the next time go through it as at the level of a master's program and read the book pretending everything in it is 100% bullshit. And then finally, reread and use the glossary of terms to get the new definitions for the words inside of a sentence. And you'll see like a little G right there. And it tells you that's a word that's been redefined later on in the glossary of terms, or as I like to call it, the encyclopedia. This book is designed to go through multiple times. It's 80 pages of adventure. What we are wanting to help a person practice is to transcend being mental into a positive mentality. So you're going from, why is this happening to me? To, what is this trying to teach me type thoughts and questionings of yourself. Because life is going to happen to all of us, folks. And this is a workbook, challenge book to help us go through life and level up our emotional intelligence, our awareness, our consciousness, and our mental agility. So you can see here that this thing is just jam-packed full of all kinds of information. We have things called in it optional experiences, where you're actually invited to listen to a piece of popular music and write down your findings as far as your thoughts and feelings and what you're going through. There are so many different layers to this book. It is truly worth the investment of your time and energy and finances into it. It will give back to you way more than the financial request of it. You will truly be delighted in its reading and in its application. And more importantly, is the word we like to use is the integration. Now you'll notice there's this little tiny piece of poop, and he's having a bright idea, which is an aha moment, which is actually an epiphany, because inside of the poop light bulb, there's another poop having another aha moment. So that's what we call an epiphany. So reading some of the things in this book, you may have the experience of an aha moment. And that's where we get the tagline, deep shit, right? So you're like, mind blown, and you're thinking to yourself, wow, that's some deep shit, man. So with that, I'm going to let you go. Please make sure you find the worksheets here at the end where we talk about I's breakthrough daily journal page. And then we have the 4 restoring flow worksheet, 4 steps back to center. So there's these tools that are found in the back of the book, along with the glossary of terms, that you will want to print out multiple pages of, or just use multiple pages digitally. I encourage you to use this page once a day, each time you read it. And you're going to write down what I've learned about life, what I've learned about others, and what I've learned about myself. And then lastly, from today's discoveries, what could be one of my singular questions I'd like to have an answer for tomorrow? It sets you up. It sets your consciousness up, your awareness up, thinking while you sleep of what you'd like to have answered for tomorrow. So it's really a book of self-improvement, spiritual improvement, and I wish you the highest blessings. You're always welcome to join our Facebook group and get in contact with me through the webpage or through the Facebook group or any of our Facebook group admins. All right, you guys, take care.